Listen, I'm not trying to stress nobody out. I'm trying to keep y'all alert just in case y'all don't know. But this is it's different. And all I hear in my body is standing up because I need y'all to understand. I kept saying June. I don't I don't know that we have until June. Y'all see I didn't even go on TikTok. I came straight over here. Listen to this.
Hey, just checking in here from Minnesota. I'm not sure.
Before we go, this was 10 minutes ago. You hear me? This is 10 minutes ago. 10. Not 2 hours, not 2 days, 10 minutes ago.
What you all are seeing from outside of the state, but ICE has significantly escalated things here in Minnesota. I live in a suburb of the Twin Cities, and ICE is literally everywhere. They are not just in Minneapolis, St. Paul, they are in every suburb outside of the metro area and even in rural areas. They are not just detaining people, checking papers. No, they are being extremely violent. They're busting through windows, dragging people out of their cars, tackling them in the street. They are going door to suburb, outside of the metro area, and even in rural areas. They are not just detaining people, checking papers. No, they are being extremely violent. They're busting through windows, dragging people out of their cars, tackling them in the street. They are going door to door. They are taking teenagers, U.S. citizens, and it has to stop. This is not how a normal government operates. They don't invade just blue cities with their masked secret police that don't have any accountability whatsoever. ICE has also shown up to school properties, and they have waited until school was let out and gone after parents and teachers and deployed chemical agents. Schools have closed in the area. They've had to transition to online schooling. This is not normal. This is not acceptable. This is not okay.
This was 10 minutes, 13 minutes ago. They're not just in St. Paul. She said they're in all the suburbs and in the country. They are busting people's windows, snatching them out their cars, gassing kids. Ten, 14 minutes ago, this lady posted this. She said, I don't know what y'all seeing, but it's a lot worse than what y'all think. Just because you don't want to think about it don't mean it's not thinking about you. Just because you don't believe it does not mean that it is not happening. We are not in normal times anymore at all. Interesting. Are y'all listening? They didn't have to cancel school. I'm sure we do. This is not a joke. If you have not had serious conversations with the people in your house, you need to right now. It ain't no more glazing over nothing. You can't type.
Are taking teenagers, U.S. citizens, and it has to stop. This is not how a normal government operates. They don't invade just blue cities with their masked secret police that don't have any accountability whatsoever. ICE has also shown up to school properties, and they have waited until school was let out and gone after parents and teachers and deployed chemical agents. Schools have closed in the area. They've had to transition to online schooling. This is not normal. This is not acceptable. This is not okay. It doesn't seem like many people are speaking up about this right now, and I'm asking you to please like this post, repost it.
Interesting.
Absolutely one of the craziest things that I've ever had to report on this platform, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
24 hours ago.
3 people have corroborated to me that this actually happens, one of whom it actually happened to, and I've been able to verify each person's details by them giving me actual proof of them being in these places at this time. Here we go. If you are in Minneapolis protesting against what is happening right now, if you get picked up and you get taken to a building called the Whipple Federal Building, if you are a U.S. citizen who gets taken to this building, there is a pen that is labeled by the agents inside under USC, which stands for U.S. Citizen. And some of the citizens get taken out of this pen at random intervals and taken to other rooms. And what happens in some of these rooms is DHS officers offer those citizens or their family members, if they have undocumented family members, legal immunity from prosecution from DHS or ICE related to their status or related to the protesting that's going on, so long as that citizen gives up the name of other protesters or at least undocumented people who they know live in Minneapolis. Building. If you are a U.S. citizen who gets taken to this building, there is a pen that is labeled by the agents inside under USC, which stands for U.S. Citizen. And some of the citizens get taken out of this pen at random intervals and taken to other rooms. And what happens in some of these rooms is DHS officers offer those citizens or their family members, if they have undocumented family members, legal immunity from prosecution from DHS or ICE related to their status or related to the protesting that's going on, so long as that citizen gives up the name of other protesters or at least undocumented people who they know live in Minneapolis. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Just wanted to pass it on to you guys. I was waiting until I had it.
Did we talk about it? Do we? I didn't just completely appear. I'm blocking people that don't know how to say what they're supposed to say. You've been here too long. And I don't know if you was in class earlier. I said anybody that don't know how what not to type and they didn't been here for over 6 months, I'm not allowing you to keep just typing whatever you want. I didn't appear. You got blocked. And I don't know if you were in class yesterday or the day before, but I said I'm not repeating myself. If you don't know how to type stuff, I would rather you not type in my class or be in my class. I mean it. I'm blocking. I've been saying it. It doesn't matter what class you were in, and you've been here a very long time. And I was telling people when we were on TikTok, that's why we kept getting kicked off. You've been here, you know. Jay Smith, this is not new to you. And we are in a time where I'm not dealing with people that I got to keep talking to. Love you, but no. No. You weren't in that class, but you've been in plenty where I told people, don't type that, don't say this, you can't type. We grown. If you don't hear me say NUG, why would you type it? I'm not dealing with no more sorries. If you don't know how to type what you're supposed to type, because we in it, I'm not repeating myself anymore. I'm not. And I don't really care how people feel about it because I didn't have to say it too many times. We on day 1,414. Technically, it's more than that. I won't be saying it anymore. No. Anybody else? Before I get started. Hmm. It's too serious. They snatching people out of their cars and gassing kids, and y'all want to keep playing with me. You're not going to play with my stuff. I'm not doing that anymore. And now y'all wonder why I said folks that don't know how to hold their mouth.
Absolutely one of the craziest things that I've ever had to report on this platform, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. 3 people have corroborated to me that this actually happens, one of whom it actually happened to, and I've been able to verify each person's details by them giving me actual proof of them being in these places at this time. Here we go. If you are in Minneapolis protesting against what is happening right now, if you get picked up and you get taken to a building called the Whipple Federal Building, if you are a U.S. citizen who gets taken to this building, there is a pen that is labeled by the agents inside under USC, which stands for U.S. Citizen. And some of the citizens get taken out of this pen at random intervals and taken to other rooms. And what happens in some of these rooms is DHS officers offer those citizens or their family members, if they have undocumented family members, legal immunity from prosecution from DHS or ICE related to their status or related to the protesting that's going on, so long as that citizen gives up the name of other protesters or at least undocumented people who they know live in Minneapolis.
What is that going to be used for? In a without saying, what is that going to be used for? Or who, shall I say, is that system being prepared for? We'll let you go if you tell us where everybody else is at, and y'all wonder why I don't want to be around nobody that don't know how to hold their mouth, don't know when to talk, don't know what to say. That is scary as hell to me. Come on. We just talked about the line that was set up in 2020. And baby, if they ain't running it, and you wonder why I don't need a whole bunch of people around me. Cause baby, best believe if they think they going free, they not 10 toes down in it. And just like I be telling y'all, everybody around here ain't WOIU. And you can tell by the way they conduct themselves. I don't care. Ain't no way you done heard me say a gazillion times, don't say that, don't type that, don't do that. Because this is what keeps getting us blocked on all of our social media, and folks just keep typing stuff. Then that means you don't care about us being able to warn our brothers and sisters. You don't care, so then I should not care. I'm not worried about nobody's feelings, because don't nobody care that I be irritated that I gotta talk to grown people like that too in real life. And I love y'all, and that's why I do what I do. But what's not gonna happen, just like we read earlier today, your carelessness cannot put everybody else at risk. And if you cannot follow the very simple rules we have over here, I would appreciate it if you didn't come to our class. No. The smaller the better at this point. Take it or leave it.
Can't indiscriminately take people off our streets, American citizens off our streets. You cannot drag pregnant women through the snow. You're not allowed citizens off our streets. You cannot drag pregnant women through the snow. You're not allowed.
Does that sound like a group of people that give a damn? Do it. Huh? You would drag a pregnant woman through a pregnant woman through the snow, and you want to keep walking around here like everything is just willy-nilly. You want to keep singing and doing whatever you want to do. Okay. It's not about being fearful. Who remembers me talking about it's going to be some people that run out in the front? Ain't thought out nothing. Boo, boo, boo. And then there's the people that can now see where the people is at so they know where to go. Y'all remember we talked about this? And people used to get a little upset when I said, oh yeah, you one of them. You ain't thought nothing out. You ain't scoped nothing out. You ain't moved around to see what was going on. You ain't did nothing. You just all emotion. Well, them is the people that they send out first. Well, we gotta let somebody have somebody to let us know where they at. Every single thought that you have needs to be methodical. When you are moving around in your city, you need to be paying attention. This is not just social media to me. I believe the word of God and I understand what's happening. And if you don't, that's okay. But over here, you're going to tighten up or you're going to get going. Because we need information. And for as long as we can, for as long as we have this internet, we plan on sharing as much information as we can. And we have been methodical in doing that so far. And we're going to go into that deeper. Until we can't be here no more, we gon' think about what we type before we type it. We're gonna think about the other people that show up here that might need this information right away, and we are not gonna be selfish and only think about ourselves because we want to type whatever we want. We're not gonna do that. Because I'm sure we have people in every state. Whether they get in class every day or not, and some people, this is their only news. I don't know how you can hear this kind of stuff and still move the same. Listening to this don't make you think you should move differently, speak differently. And this isn't even worried like, oh God, no, this is worried like, are you okay? We are literally in World War III in real life. We are literally left behind. Leave the world behind. Day after tomorrow. This is not fear-mongering. You're literally listening and watching and having people tell you, no, this is way worse than what we thought. And this man said he about to send them to the other blue states. Who live in a blue state? Just come on. Every day is worse. It ain't even days now, sis. It's minutes. I ain't been off here but what, 3 hours? Come on. Listen. Interesting. So they over there whether you blue or not, huh? Interesting. I sincerely apologize for... Jay Allen, how long have you been here? I hear you, but let's get this cleared up. Because I think... How long have you been here? When did you come? Whether you're here all the time or not. When did you come here? And how old are you? And I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to show you something because I said this when we got over. Did you follow us to fan base? Because if you came to fan base, I said the exact same thing when we were at fan base. You came in 22. Okay, so understand. Did you go to fan base with us? You're 53. Okay. Did you go to fan base with us? Because if you went to fan base with us, the same exact thing was said when we went to fan base because we kept getting blocked on TikTok. So I'm sorry at this point in 2026, auntie, sis, whatever. It doesn't matter because you've heard me say it and you've been in enough classes to hear me say don't talk like that. And I know this for a fact because I think you and I might have even had this conversation before. It is 2026 and I am blocking everybody that don't know how to hold their mouth. I'm not correcting no more grown adults. I'm just asking that you don't come to class anymore. There is always excuses, but you got to remember, just like you've been seeing me, I've been seeing your name. And I know some of the interactions we have had. I know when you've been in class, not every time when I've said this, and I pretty much say it every day. So if you've been in the class in the last 1,414 days, I know for a fact you've heard me say, watch what you type, because I've been saying it since I started here. I'm not repeating myself anymore. If that level of respect cannot be here, I don't want people in my class because it's 4 years in. I shouldn't have to keep telling people the same thing. Not every day. And whether it's been you or I had to say it to somebody else, you've heard me say it. I'm not going to another platform because people, I'm just going to start removing the people that keep putting us in that situation. That's it. And I feel like that's fair. Auntie, I'm over it. They, folks is snitching on people. They are telling where niggas is at. I can't be around nobody like 10 toes down and listening to the plan. This is why when I was in the streets, I ran by myself, Auntie. Do you hear me? This is why I didn't take nobody with me, because who gonna report it? Who gonna they didn't mean to say it? Nobody, because I'm not gonna say it. Hello. It's the people that's always running in groups and always got to have somebody talking about them so they feel important that be running into trouble. I don't be running into none of that trouble because I don't have nobody with me. And in these moments, you're not going to want to be around nobody that don't know how to keep their mouth. Because you could be walking with the person that talk crazy and you be the one hurt. This is not a game of what we doing right now. This is not a game of strength. It's strategy. Can you see it? Everybody right now is going on emotion and strength. They feel like they got strength in numbers. Well, it's all them people out there. Y'all still ain't did nothing. But the difference between if folks wasn't going off emotion, okay, and they were going on strategy, everybody would have went to their granddaddy house and lined their streets. You can come through here all you want. And we gonna use this as an example, but y'all know this ain't what I'm talking about. But if you just so happen to drive down the street and at every curb, no matter how many folks you got with you, at every walkway, everybody that been to their granddaddy house, jump out where? Spray who? Huh? Don't be in the street. Be on your property. This. Not this right now. This. Not this. This. If every block you hit, you see folks like, oh, what's up? How you doing? Not talking crazy. Not saying nothing. Maybe just standing there. Because you never know what a crazy person gonna do because they don't talk. They just act. Stone face, no emotion, no nothing. That's crazy. But that's the real kind of crazy. That's the kind of crazy that people respect. They don't care about you hollering and screaming and yelling and no. Let them go through the cities, but just be where you need to be. That's the difference in this and this. We ain't doing nothing. We on our property, but what you doing here? You said you gonna hunt what? Huh? It's a way to do it. And you ain't gotta do nothing, but certain things just kind of command a certain level of respect. Do you get me? Raise your hand if you understand. I don't know about y'all, but the kind of family I come to, could nobody come up in our yard, in our family, let them walk up in the yard talking about whooping us. I wish you would. Not the place where my mama, my grandma, my auntie, my uncle, or whatever pay mortgage or rent. You better stand out on the street and call them, and not you to knock. Oh no, baby, you asking, huh? Oh, okay, that's old school. You don't gotta say nothing. You don't even gotta look threatening. But you do have something you can do where a MF don't know what you thinking. They have no idea of what you're thinking when you don't show. It's poker face. What are you doing? I'm minding my business on my line. Well, what do you have that for? Well, what do you have that for? Well, what are you doing? Well, what are you all doing out here? What are you all doing out here? We pay taxes. We pay mortgage. We pay rent. We pay insurance. What are you doing here? This, on your property, you're able to do. And if they're riding through places and they see more of silence and not yelling and throwing, and it'll change stuff a little bit. Maybe not for long, but they'll be cool on where they be trying to just play what is it, bad boys, what you gonna do in real life. But people are using this, and that's what they counting on. Everybody need to shut up and use this. You can't ride up and down 20 blocks and ain't nobody saying nothing, and they just standing there. And it's every house that you're passing on both sides of the street. Huh? Everybody got a broomstick? Oh, okay. It won't be all that. But see, they looking at y'all hips. They know what's up. They looking at, you ain't got a mask on. You ain't got a shield. They plan on, y'all know they spraying people. Folks still going out there without masks on. Like, get rid of this. Put that over to the side for a minute. Y'all need to be using this right here. Don't be silly, because that's not going to win with what you're trying to do. Hello. If you going to work smart. Don't be crazy. If you know you going out there, have your stuff. They spray me in my eyes. Well, you seen them do this before, so why you ain't go take your money and get a mask so you can still be out there, but still be able to see and breathe? Don't go make a sign, make a stand. $50 for a sign, or get you something on your face where that way if they do, you okay. Cover your eyes, get you some plastic stuff, grease your face up with with some Vaseline or something, so if they spray it, it don't get on your skin. Cover all of the parts that you can with some type of lubricant, so that way if they hit your neck or whatever, you're not getting burned. So you can shake it off and get right back to what you're doing. I mean, that's just me. Maybe I think a little bit differently, maybe because I've been in certain situations, but to me, acting on impulse and rage and anger and yelling and screaming, that never accomplished anything. That never moved anybody. But when you quiet, a nigga don't know what you thinking and they don't know which way to move. That's the difference. Things are not, strategy is going to get you where you need to be in this space. I'm telling you. Not yelling and screaming and all of that. What do y'all think they'll do if they get to a protest and nobody is saying nothing? Just standing there like this. Side by side. Arm in arm. Whatever you want to call it. Not saying nothing. Not yelling. Not screaming. Not making no facial expressions. Nothing. Just standing there looking at them. Silently. That's gonna mess with their psyche. You hear me? That that gets rid of the comfort zones. It's way too comfortable. This is what I'm listen. They better be happy, because honey, listen. Don't say nothing. Just stand there and look. Just stare. Don't say nothing. Come on. Come on. You already know what it is. That's what I'm saying. Folks need to just. You don't know if I'm angry or not. You don't know what I'm thinking. So you can't respond to nothing because I'm not giving you nothing. That don't mean I won't act. That is the difference between what we are seeing. You see what I'm saying? Because they know none of that is calculated. None of it is organized. It's chaos. Well, that's what they want. They want chaos so that they can put out more force. It need to be a different way. Definitely needs to be a different way. Because then they don't know what you want to do. They have no idea. They don't know which way you moving, which way you going, nothing. That is going to be the smarter way than what's happening right now. That's why people get hurt. If you know anybody that's protesting, I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all might want to just put a little bug in their ear. If they're going to be out there, be smart about it. said, they are relying on us to move so they can. It's not even just us; it's people. They don't. This is not even just the way they waiting on black people thing. No, honey. This is okay. If you believe the word, you know that a third of the population or a fourth of the population is getting ready to be deceased very shortly. And this is real. They are mass murdering people in Iran, in Sudan, in the Congo, in Ukraine, in Palestine, and now here in other places. The fight that is now is good versus evil. There is no color when it comes to this. Because as you can see, on that side, there's colored folks over there. So you have to know that it's not about race. It is, but it isn't. This is about people that have hatred and all of the things that God said the devil's people would have in their heart while pretending to be somebody else. And this is about the people that is actually trying to have the heart that Jesus said you're supposed to have. This is the war between the sons of light and the sons of darkness. Now, is there a mix on both sides? Probably. But that line, or the wheat and the tares, people are leaving their spouses. I seen some text today. People are divorcing their spouses because they voted for this craziness and are supporting. I'm talking about men and women. It talked about families being split and brothers and sisters going against each other at the end times, did it not? And we are seeing it. Parents, I just saw something that said the Gen Zers are outing their parents that are cold water agents. Huh? Cause they sick of it. They like, what is you doing? Oh, okay, this is what you want to do. They're putting their parents' information on blast. It is tearing up homes. What is happening right now? It is going to be critical that you are not around anybody that you cannot trust. You got friends. Thank you, Day. Matthew 10 and 21. Hello. There are friends that you got to snap your neck back at too many times. You better get rid of them because they'll be down there in that center telling them people where to come get you. Jesus said, think not that I came to bring peace, but I came to bring division. Come on. Come on. It's a real thing out here. And folks, you said one's enemy will be in his very household. Is y'all hearing me now? And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, everybody over here ain't WOIU. I don't care what nobody say. And I've been saying it since the beginning, and I'm going to keep on saying it until it ain't no more WOIU. Neighbors can't. Exactly. You need to be moving differently. If you always come home by a specific time, change it up by 10 minutes. Take a different route, something. You do not need to be predictable at this moment. Do you hear me? This is not the time. Don't tell nobody where you going. Of course, your spouse and your children or whatever. But as for putting your whereabouts on social media, restaurants, X-Nay, on all of that. Do you hear me? Right. Anybody that make you snap your neck back like, oh, you want some shiesty stuff? You want some, oh, you, that, baby, I be getting away. Yeah, and you can't type that no more. Okay, I know you just whatever, but those kind of words you cannot type. I'm trying not to block everybody. It ain't gonna be nobody over here, but that you can't. Okay, you cannot. I'm blocking folks. Certain words are keywords. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass right now, but after this, no ma'am. Okay, you cannot type the last of what you said there, the ML. You have to use initials or something else. I don't know. Have you been here for a long time or are you new? Anything that has to do with what they're trying to do, you need to say it. Find another way to say it. We just got over here. We're not going to get blocked. You cannot. If you're new here, you have to learn a new way to say stuff. If you old here, I'm blocking you because I'm not saying it no more. Certain words are not okay here. Anything that has to do with what's going on in the news, don't say it like you would normally say it. You have to say it another way. The same way they was calling protest music festivals. That's the kind of language we use over here, but we've been using it way before everybody else started using it. We was using it. And then it became popular on the internet. It's real. Okay. Is there anything any of you would like to say? Do any of you live in states where you have been seeing things that we should know about? No. Hmm? Hello? Nobody don't have nothing they want to share? Because I'm done. I just wanted to know. I'm going to go ahead and go. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go. I just wanted to let y'all hear that. Okay? This is serious. And I don't like being grouchy like this. But we might not have to the end of March. Do you hear me? Listen to me. We might not have until the end of this season that we are in, January to March, to the end of March. Because if you look at what's happening, family, okay, right around the time that this man will be here for 4 years is the end of March, beginning of April. Do y'all remember what he's supposed to come out and do? Anybody tell me what the AC is supposed to come out and do? Huh? What is he supposed to stop? Hello? This is important. Anybody know? He's supposed to make a false peace. Do you see it being riled up so he can make his entrance? Remember, he's going to bring a false peace, and that is when all the real hell breaks off. Okay, what's going on right now with all the countries? Huh? All of the countries are at each other's throats. If he comes out anytime in this year, but 4 years, seeing as how they already sacrificed the cows, and they've already been putting the fabricated temple together. Chaos is amped up so he can bring the solution. Exactly. Do you see it? You see it? This is why I'm telling you it's moving faster than we thought. And seeing as hell, he's already been here. The cows have already been done. They got the temple set up. They already got the ashes. Everything is in place. What we are seeing now is going to come for anybody that is going to go, for anybody that doesn't go along with what's getting ready to happen over there. It's not just going to be getting dragged to camps. It is going to be unalived in the street. The same thing that we are seeing more and more and more and more and more, because this comes along with him. If it's this bad in 2 weeks, what you think it's going to be like in 6? Huh? For real. They are closing schools and letting babies go to school online because they're scared for their children to go, because they don't want their children taken U.S. citizens. You said I told my kid that we didn't see no school ads at all. Listen, if you haven't already talked to whoever, whatever your school district is, I will be looking into that stuff right now, y'all. Don't wait until it's your district. Don't wait until it's your city. You need to be proactive, not reactive, and get on this stuff. Make sure you have what you need, because this ain't going nowhere. And it is getting ready to light like a fire from place to place. Sit down and talk with your kids, your young adults. Have the stern talk. You need to be very careful about what you're posting online. Don't post nothing that's too far to the left and too far to the right. I'll tell y'all this too. Under one of the posts, somebody put the Trump sign that has like the swastika in the middle of it. And I'm going to tell you how crazy people are. Right? I put under that post, that is an ancient African symbol. And do you know that people call me a bootlicker? And said, yeah, white supremacists would use an ancient African symbol. That's exactly what they did. And just because you're an idiot doesn't mean everybody is. A black chick got on there and said, sister, do you have a brain? No, do you use yours? Because when I said the joke's on them, that's exactly what I meant. But because y'all only know one symbol to mean one thing and it can only stand for the Holocaust, you don't understand that the joke is on white supremacists because they using an ancient African symbol. No, I'm talking about the swastikas. No, they're not bots. It's real people. It's real people. But that just goes to show you that people, as long as they, somebody said, oh, it's a Buddhist symbol, and older than Buddha was the Africans. So again, the joke is on the white supremacists, because how in the world are you promoting white supremacy with an ancient African symbol, you look real silly. Just like the man that was up in Missouri somewhere the other day yelling and screaming how everybody needs, this is his country and he white power and all this stuff, while all the while wearing an Echo jacket. Unlimited at that. I said, not that you got the whole 1990s black folks swag with an Echo Unlimited jacket on trying to be a white supremacist. You look real funny. You look real silly. Diabolical. I said all this in an Echo jacket. Right. With your hat cocked to the side. Interesting. The jokes really do write themselves. And so, bootlicker babe, you just don't understand. And guess what? That's a joke that has already written itself, because we already know what the Son of Man looked like and where he came from and what his skin tone is. That's another joke that wrote itself. And I believe in my heart that is why a lot of people is going to have shame. And they said they're going to waste away in terror when they see the face of the Son of God. Could you imagine being a racist and Jesus showing up and he looked like the very people that you just unalived and threw in cars in camps? And could you imagine how you would feel? What you gonna say? What will you say? You just mass and allowed everybody to look like him, and then you're like, but Jesus, let me in, because I know, so I didn't know. They told me that we were the, right, but did you read for yourself? The joke is literally, right now, writing itself. You said punch in the air. You said, I've been in class, auntie just been moving accordingly. The online school my daughter goes to is called Agora Cyber Charter School. K-12 is free and they will supply everything. Uh-oh. Thank you. Agora Cyber Charter School, K through 12, is free and they will supply everything. There you go. Agora Cyber Charter School, K through 12, is free and they will supply everything. Agora Cyber Charter. I'm going to say that one more time. K through 12. Okay? Right. It's silly. But you know what? If that doesn't show you that hatred blinds you to the truth, doesn't matter what those people over there took it and used it for. It matters about where it started and who started it and what they use that symbol for now. So yeah, the jokes write themselves. Because it's one of the oldest African groups of people. Like, one of the oldest. And so every single thing that you say that symbol represents, it represents the exact opposite of it. You didn't even come up with the concept of it, just stole the design. It's the same thing that's been happening and used it for a different meaning. Because you saw somebody else using it, you say, oh yeah, that's what it means. Is it? Is that what it was created for? No, it's just been colonized. Because it's in ancient walls and walkways. It's everywhere. In places older than Europe. You said, is it recognized in the country for different things? You can go look it up and see. I did my research. But I had again, you said because I be tickled at my job. a dementia patient will forget everyone and everything, but they don't like brown skin. Boy, sucks to be them. Oh, okay. Like they've done everything else. Listen, you said I'm watching Lost Symbol right now. It's a real thing. Okay? So understand, we're in a different place, and I'm gonna keep saying that. And I know you're like, dang, Circa. No, no. I need my peoples to be together. I need y'all to be focused and not stressed out. I need you to be thinking when you are moving around, when you are not paranoid, aware. Yes, I know the news has a lot of sad and crazy information, but we are all about to be living in it. So ignoring the information that is being provided and not preparing for it is not smart. Because we know if they did it there, they're going to do it somewhere else. Your city might be the next city. So then what? That part. Do you hear me? What will you do if they snatching kids out of your kids' school? Do you already have a plan for who gonna watch them? And I mean, these are things that need to be in play because they are planning on taking chaos to every city and state in this country. Hey, do you hear me? This is not for you to be nervous. This is not for you. This is for you to get your plan in order. Kindness. Are you talking about right now? I don't know if that's the word I was looking for. The Bible says it's a time for everything, and I don't think this one is kindness right now. Mm-mm. That's not what we're talking about over here right now, not today. How kind are you going to be if they snatching your husband out the car or your child out of school? Because they coming. You say have to move around like your life depends on it, because it does right now in this moment. Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right. Right. With the old people, yeah. I thought you was meaning out in the streets. I was about to say, no, you need to be aware more so than kind. I'm not saying you got to be nasty or nothing, but you need to just keep your distance. Did y'all see? And I'm going to be quiet after this. It was a man that followed a black man in Texas with his kids and basically told him, I see you here every week with your kids. Basically let him, and told him, don't go outside. Huh? And proceed to follow this man to the door with his kids, his little girl and his little boy. Did y'all see it? You saw it, Miss Moore? Okay. So if that's not telling you, shake it up a little bit. Do something a little different, because you never know who, what, when, where, why. This is the stuff I be meaning. Yeah. Walked straight up to him and told him don't walk out with them kids. Yeah. It's about to get crazier than you think. And there are people that have paid attention to you and you never paid attention to them, I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying, like, please, y'all, just do not go through this world like it's normal. It's not anymore. And I'm not saying you have to be scared, but I'm saying you have got to pay attention. You have got to. He said you won't be by yourself. Come on. Come on. Come on. You hear me? And the little girl was crying. What is you doing? You don't know who is watching you, trying to get your, think about it, they snatching kids. Huh? It's not a game. You said what? You said a black girl also at Wally World. Interesting. Definitely been looking at my neighbors with a new eye. Listen, if these folks is telling people, we already know neighbors is telling. We saw that the ICE people went around, okay, and was asking people who live in that house, who live here, who live there, what's their names, how many of them live there. You hear me? And now the people that they are picking up are saying, we'll let you out and we won't prosecute you if you tell us where everybody else is. That should change your way of dealing with folks that's a little shicey to you. That should change you trying to be up in everybody's face and let everybody know what you and your kids is doing. I wouldn't be telling nobody nothing. I would be moving differently, not making it super obvious, subtly. Okay? Very subtle movements to where you don't even notice the change. You say, yep, and my neighbor's already strange. We're the youngest on the block and a mixed fam. We have to stay ready. Listen, this part. I was about to say. Phase 4 of that. Listen. When I saw these things, it had my heart racing, y'all. I am watching my dreams come true faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Do you understand? It is not like one dream and then no. It's like all in a bowl right now. I'm serious. Plans need to be made. The ugly conversations need to be had. I talked to somebody the other day, an elderly couple where I used to live, and they said somebody knocked on their door asking for their spouse and asked for his name, said his birthday and everything. She said, 2 people. This was just yesterday I found this out. Huh? Or today. Was it today? It was yesterday or today. Knocked on the door, asked for their spouse. Such and such and such and such and such and such lives here, right? Well, can you tell them to come down? This is an elderly couple. This is why I'm telling y'all, I know it's about to be right here because this place don't even really have a lot of the cold water people that I know of running through there. But they're already doing their preliminaries. Yes. I said, I need to tell you what that's for. You do understand who came to your door, right? And this is somebody I care for greatly. I care for y'all greatly as well. That's why I woke up. Not woke up, but I'm in a different space. It's not that we're not going to laugh. It's not that we're going to have fun. But, baby, it's go time. My neighbor never comes when my husband is gone. And he came yesterday to deliver junk mail. I was alone with 3 grandchildren and all the babies. I'm 64. Please keep me in your prayers. Auntie. Okay, so I'm going to show you some stuff that we got. So you can take this and make an art project with the kids and it give you a little reach, you know. And you can let the kids play pin the tail on the donkey. Okay? And so you just draw little dots all over the donkey's tail, and you pin tails on it. I'm gonna show you the best kind of tails to use. You just give me one moment, Auntie. I'm gonna show you something. I find these kind of tails, auntie, to be the best. But you know, you find what you can. Cause see, then you could teach them how to pin and tail on the donkey, right? And if you can tell, these tails are probably about, I don't know, 4 inches or 5 inches. You know, just have the kids drill little holes in there. You know, they'll love it, and then have them practice it. You know, just get you a little pin and tail on the donkey, auntie. You can make mini ones too, just in case you need to. The kids love this. You know, just get your little drill bit, and they think they're little carpenters and stuff, auntie. You know, don't get nobody in the knee with it or nothing. Be careful. Make sure the kids don't get nobody, or you don't get nobody in the knee, or you know, swing it by anybody's head or anything, because we would hate for anything to happen. But auntie, it's things you could do. Pin and tail on a donkey is a very good thing. You said yes, Deacon Kate loves making new toys. I'm trying to tell you. Huh? It's all kinds of things that the kids would love to make. You know? All sorts of things. Sometimes you gotta let folks jump in, surprise, and then you jump out and say, hey! You know, don't stand in the door. You know, let them think that you're gonna surprise them. The element of surprise, it has always been a great thing, auntie. Hey. Yeah, it's real. Won't be no more pop-ups. Play whack-a-mole. Name her Lucille. We love a good pinata. I'm trying to tell you. And it's just, you said in the arts and crafts that the kids spilled on the floor that you forgot to clean up because you were so busy. Come on. You know. Right. Kids are just always throwing. Johnny, get your stuff up. For real. You said he was learning new skills this afternoon. A home alone moment. Girl. Sometimes you gotta let them in. You just pray that they get out of the fun house. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Remember we talked about who remembers this? Y'all remember before the wood prices went up? He actually loves some new toys. Oh, I believe it. Remember we talked about the 2-inch thick pine? And having pieces measured to a certain space, just in case. And you know what's funny? That very space that we talked about buying this wood for, just to frame it out real nice, are now being battle rammed. Isn't that interesting? I said, I don't care if it's 1 or 2 pieces. Okay. You hear me? Two inch thick pine, right? I don't know how much it is now, but if you can find a lumber yard or something that allows you to get a couple pieces measured to probably about 36 inches or so, 24 inches, depending on the place you're trying to frame out, I would look into it. You know those little L brackets they have that you can, you know, you know. Might save you some time. Get you a new wood looking ensemble there. You said you got some extra Legos y'all were playing baseball with, and you were chasing the kids during baking, and the olive oil fell on the off the table. Come on, and wheel all of the good stuff. That part. You said more art supplies. You can draw something nice on that too. Right. Right. Interesting. So it's our. When was this? Today? Today? Okay.
How to we're not just going to hand over Greenland. If someone thinks that the Americans can just do this quietly and they can just send in a boat and send us a note that now Greenland is theirs, that's not going to happen. We're not going to just hand over 57,000 Danish citizens, and it would be a war. And I'm not saying this to stump our chest, because we are well aware of the size difference between us and the United States. We're well aware that they could just, kill all of us. But we're just hoping that's not the kind of country that they want to be. We're not just going to hand over Greenland. If someone thinks that the American...
So that's another space that said, okay, well, this is what we're doing. This is where we at. We are not just preparing for the cold people. We are preparing for all sorts of people. Okay? And that's another reason why I'm saying be aware of your surroundings. Because it's blankets all over the place. The blankets been here. And they've been getting paid to be here. Okay? So not only are we dealing with the cold people, we have to deal with the blankets. And most of the blankets already ain't messing with us. Okay? The scary part about it is, I'm surprised the blankets haven't started going after the cold people. Because you know that's who they're here for, right? Because we know who was paying them. Right? The blankets that showed up, that was all folded up nicely in 22 and 23 and 24. And they came with a cutesy little card. Do you remember the blankets? The blankets that were here were sent by O10. And O10 knew that the cold people was just gonna be running around freezing people. They already knew. And the new cabinets that are coming from the store with the new manufacturers, dandruff in my hair. Sorry. And is. You know what else they talking about? If things continue, someone said to me that they are going to be restricting certain sales. So if you don't have a new refrigerator, you'll need to go get one. Okay? If you don't have, not even a new one, if you don't have a refrigerator, you need to go buy one, like right now. You hear me? Like ASAP. Your refrigeration tools. You said you need an extra for the garage. Right. Right. Extra cabinets, extra everything. Extra refrigerators, extra. Listen, and you gotta stock up for winter. You do. You do. You do. We all need to. Yeah. Before they all gone, listen. You know, whatever you missed, all you gotta do is rewind. Rewind. Trying to think of everything else so I don't gotta keep hopping back on here. Because sometimes I get off and it's something I haven't showed y'all. And that's why I'll be right back on, but I'm not gonna get back on after this. I'm gonna color. But there was another video that I did want y'all to see, and I think I reposted it. Sometimes they're not letting me see what I reposted. This.
Here are a few essential first aid items to keep in your car in case you or a passenger gets shot, and how to use them. Now, here are a few essential first aid items to keep in your car in case you or a passenger gets shot, and how to use them. Now, you don't need a first aid kit this big. Something small will do, but we're going to go over what I think you might need. First and foremost is a tourniquet. Tourniquets are used for wounds on your extremities or your arms and your legs. This is called a CAT tourniquet or a combat action tourniquet, and they come ready to deploy. So I'll put this on and show you just how tight it's required to be to stop blood. You place it above the wound as high as you can go in the axillary area, and you tighten it down until the bleeding stops. It's going to hurt. Once it is tight enough, secure the windlass inside of this area here, and write the time that you place the tourniquet on the body. Now, if the injury or the gunshot wound has happened to your trunk or your axillary areas where you cannot fit a tourniquet, you should build out a blood bag. This is my blood bag. Your number one priority in any major bleed is to stop that blood as soon as possible. And your first line of defense is pressure with your hands. And your second should be gauze. This is a quick clot gauze. It is impregnated with a coagulant agent that helps blood clot. Once you get that on there, place a pressure bandage really fucking tight. Now, if the injury is in the thoracic area and there is what is called a sucking chest wound, that can lead to something called a tension pneumothorax, which is oxygen getting inside of the chest cavity. To stop that from happening, you use a chest seal. This one has a vent. There are tons of different chest seals. A lot of them are very affordable. Now, in my first aid kit, I carry an airway bag and a full oxygen tank with BVMs or bag valve masks. It's to help the flow of oxygen and to secure airways. That's great to have, but it's not necessary for what we're talking about today. When assessing a trauma patient like we're talking about here, the most important thing is blood. Bleeding, airway, and then circulation. Stop the blood, secure the airway, ensure circulation. CPR is now hands-only CPR. You do not have to provide oxygen or breath. If you guys are interested, I'll do another video on how to do CPR. Do your own research on how to build your own first aid kit. A lot of this is super...
That was 4 days ago. People are putting these videos out. Why do you think they are? That was 4 days ago. We've been on the internet for forever, and they were saying emergency stuff, but that's in detail. There are people that work in these businesses that understand, thank you, what is about to happen. And whether we prepare for it or not, it is happening. It is scary to think about or a little unnerving. I won't say scary. But God is putting information out there for us to know what is happening. I saw today somewhere a St. Luke's hospital closed. So they're closing hospitals. We don't know what medical care we're going to have access to, y'all. We don't know what's going to happen. These people are hyped up on whatever they hyped up on, and they ready to go. They're not taking life into consideration. Watch the movie 40 Acres. Listen. Okay, you said 40 acres. Okay. You hear me? It's exactly this. Okay? This could be the difference between your family member making it or not. Okay? And I know this is like, CERCA. No, I want y'all to be okay. God has given us warning after warning after warning to be prepared for the worst. Don't forget, that's one of the 7 ruling spirits of this realm, the worst. We read about it. You need to make sure you have stuff to clean wounds. Whatever you need. I'm watching Homestead, and it's just what you was just speaking on. Listen. You said, yes, pay attention. I just lost my son last week. What you mean you just lost your son, Dusty? Somebody, what do you mean? He passed away? Oh, Jesus. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, baby, I am so sorry to hear that. I will definitely be praying for you. Jesus. You know we have somebody in our community that is helping other women with that, right? We have a few people. You hear me? Do you hear me? We got a few people that's been that. Okay. It's Jen. Jen, are you in here? Krista, we need Jen. Dusty, Dusty, are you over here? Are you on Substack, Dusty? Krista, I need you to call Jen, please, if you can. You just text her. Okay, yeah. Tell her come on in class. Dusty, give it a second. When Jen get in here, we gonna get y'all connected. Okay. She not me. We got a few folks. We got some people that you can that understand. Okay, Jennifer. Okay, Justy, come over here so you can get with Jennifer, please. We got some folks that can walk you through this, cause baby, they didn't already walk that route. It's more than one. Okay, Dusty, Jennifer, she right under you. I don't know how y'all follow each other on here. She right above you, Jen. I need y'all to get together. She not me, and any of you that have lost your children, we need y'all to wrap your arms around Dusty, please. Any mothers that have lost their children, please. Okay? Okay. Jesus. She not me. Can you follow her too so y'all can? Yes, Pumpkin. It's some mamas in here that know exactly what you're going through. And guess what? Listen, they can help you through these days. Jen, and see? You see it? We had conversations. Y'all follow each other? Okay, good. Sisters, y'all know what to do. It's been so hard being silent and trying to hold on. Guess what? You got some sisters that's about to lift you up. First of all, you already know the community is lifting you up. But guess what? You got some sisters that you can depend on. I'm telling you. And they know exactly how you feel. Exactly. Not kinda sorta. No, they know exactly how you feel. God got some people already here to help you, to coach you through your days. They know exactly how you feel. They do. And we're going to keep you in prayer. Okay? We're going to keep you in prayer. The whole community going to keep you in prayer. Your family in prayer. Everybody connected to you, because I know it was hard for not just you. Oh, y'all. You're welcome, Pumpkin. But this is why I be telling y'all, listen, some of the things that we go through, you hear me? It's so that we can help somebody else get out when they can't see their way. And we don't always understand, but God will allow you to turn that pain into help for somebody else. You said you don't know how to use this one. Well, I think once you follow her, you can inbox her. Dusty, try to inbox Jennifer and she not me real quick, please. I know you not feeling up to it, but just so that they can be able to contact you. You said the devil is out here preying on our babies, of course. Do you hear me? Why do you think we've talked about the Lord strengthening our minds and our hearts? It's a real thing, y'all. And that's why people be like, oh, CERCA, fussing CERCA. No, because I understand we about to see some stuff we ain't never seen before. We are about to experience some things that we have absolutely never experienced before, y'all. In real life. Stuff that if God don't keep our mind strong, the devil will take it. In real life. Yes. I'm trying to tell y'all, we living in a different time. The amount of pain that the devil wants to run through this place is ridiculous. That he is trying to cause as much trauma, as much pain, as much chaos as he can. I'm telling you. I'm not going to keep y'all. I really am about to let y'all go. I'm about to go color. Listen, I love y'all. And I know y'all tired of me saying it, but y'all, please get your emergency plans together. I saw that man saying download a digital copy of a map onto your phone just in case the internet, like, please do that. Okay? Because I saw somewhere else they turned off the power somewhere in Africa so that they couldn't get the information out. I saw that when I got off of here from y'all. These countries are turning the power off so people, they can't tell what's happening. So you already know if they do in other places, it ain't too long before they do it here. Okay? So you need to have a map. You need to have flashlights, batteries. All of those different things, y'all, are going to be very valuable right now. Making sure you have some emergency stuff in your car. In the trunk, in the back seat, in the something. Okay? Start thinking about how you are going to prepare your home for the chaos that might be outside, how you can protect your home. These things are going to be very valuable if you think about it now. Okay? For real. I don't care if it's what you call it, junk wood, pallets, something. You have to be able to slow down the people that's about to be trying to do whatever they gonna do. Teach them babies, don't go to that door. I don't care if it's Papa, I don't care. No more kids opening the doors. If your kids are used to going and seeing who's at the door, cut that out completely right now. Do not go to the door. You come get me. That's the only thing. I don't care if I'm asleep, if I'm in the shower. Do not go to the door. Don't tell them, don't ask who it is. No, you come and get me. Because they know how to manipulate children to make them open the door. And once your child open the door, they can come in. Kids do not need to be answering the door. They don't need to be answering the cameras, the ring, none of that. Because they don't know what to say. Y'all, teenage boys and teenage girls, especially, even them, don't let them open the door. They are taking the teenagers, taking them from school and off the street while they walking home. These are conversations you need to be having with your if y'all get pulled over and it's not the police, it's ICE. You need to call me immediately. Somebody need to hit record. Somebody need to do this. There needs to be a plan. If you have young students that walk home from school, there needs to be somebody on their route to where if this kid feels like somebody is trying to get them, I don't care if it's one or two neighbors, everybody needs to get a plan together. The people you trust with your children. You said, right, my grands are teens and have never answered a door, not even now. Come on. Stay prayed up, fam. Love y'all. Yes. We love you too, Pumpkin. Do you hear me? I don't care if you think you grown, girl, you clicking your nails. Don't go to that door. Don't answer the door. I don't care if it's your friends or whatever. It needs to be adults only answering that door. Period. Hey, Pumpkin, we about to go too. Just telling them, no grandkids, no little kids opening the doors and all of this. You said end of life plans need to be made, just in case the unthinkable happens. All of this. You heard what that? Listen. They unalived another man. And I just found out they hung a man. Did y'all know that? A Spanish man. They grabbed him and they hung him. Did you know? I just found that out when I got off the phone with y'all too. I knew about the black dude. I knew about the lady. I didn't know they just hung a Spanish man. Hung him. Hung him. Did. He didn't even make it, I guess, to the ice place, or he got to the ice and they hung him. Yes. This is why I'm telling you, it's Rika. It's on TikTok. They're dragging pregnant women through the streets. These people do not care. This is why I'm telling y'all, anybody shiesty, get away from them. Anybody that you don't trust, that you think could be trying to, because these folks is turning folks in, girl. They taking these people to this building and telling them, if you tell us where your family members is or somebody we can go pick up, we'll give you immunity with us. They are having people trade people in, as many as they want to spill the tea on in real life. Hey, it's real out here. Very. Okay. So, emergency plans A, B, C, D, E, F, and G need to be printed out and not forcefully gone over, but the hiding games now. The teaching them how to get to grandma's house just in case you tell them to run or go or whatever the plan is to get to the neighbor's house that you trust. If they got to run out the back door, hide in the basement, I don't know what the plan will be for your space. You also need to have a way to secure your door because they are batter ramming and busting out people's windows in their houses and in their cars. There's a lady that came on here and said that it is worse than what we think it is. And not only are they in the inner city of St. Paul, they have gone to the suburbs and they are even out in the country. They have canceled school and they put the kids on online school. Okay. They're pepper spraying and gassing kids, picking kids up, walking out to school, slamming kids to the ground. This is crazy. Teenagers. If your kids walk, hey Joy, they need a buddy system. If there's anybody on their way home that you know as an adult, you need to be, hey, such and such leaving school. I don't know if they around. Just keep an eye out. This is the place you can go. That's a place these are things that we need to talk about. Because they are not going to tell you if they have your kid. Hey, Joy. So. Okay? You got nieces and nephews that you raising, whatever. Y'all, the ugly conversations need to be had before it's too late. Okay? Please. I'm going to let y'all go for real now. But listen, It's time out for crazy. It's time out. Like, you gotta put on your other brain, your thinking cap, that other one. Okay? I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the morning. Okay? Keep your eyes alert. I love y'all.